Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. So make sure you come over to Market Misfits. This is coming from our free private group on Facebook, Market Misfits Academy. We're going to cover a couple of articles. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to be taking a look at XRP, what's causing the Bitcoin rally. This last weekly candle on XRP, we had a really large bullish engulfing candle coming up off of the weekly supporting trend. So we're going to be checking that out. Let's take a look at the coin market cap data. So we are over here in extreme greed. We continue to move into extreme greed. So just FYI, we are at 86 on the fear and greed index. Bitcoin is pushing towards the all-time high. We are currently at 66,631, up 25% on the week, up 0.5% on the day. XRP is up 21% on the week, and we are just now breaking past even on the hour. For 24 hours, we were up almost 6% for XRP. So this is what we were looking at yesterday inside of the group. This is what we were looking at yesterday on the inside of the group, was kind of just waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. We saw this possible accumulation right here on the 15 minutes. So that's what this is coming from right here. As we were looking at the 15-minute and Bitcoin approaching the all-time high, we really have not gotten a retracement in a while. So right now, everything is at a much higher risk. This is starting to look like a rising flag right here, you guys. So we could come down and retest this psychological 65. It looks like we might be getting ready to do that right now. Let's we take a look out on the weekly, you can see how close we actually are to the all-time high right here. So this is the Bitstamp. This is the Bitstamp chart. We're looking at the weekly. And so we have or we have Bitcoin's all-time high at 69,500. So we go pushing into 70,000, then we are at the all-time high. One thing I'm looking out for, two scenarios looking out for mainly right here, because of this massive fair value gap that we left behind on the weekly. So this is a weekly fair value gap. So this is a massive imbalance. For those of you that are new, this happens whenever the market moves up and does not retrace. So we have a huge imbalance here. Also, we have another imbalance just right below that, with the bottom sitting at around 43,000, 44,000 right here. Then we have a smaller gap right here in the middle at around 50K. So we never went back and retested all the way down to 50K. We went to 50,753 on the retracement on the week. So we have not had any retracements. With that being said, these are the two main scenarios we are looking for. So we have the all-time high, looking for a possible break, and start to see some distribution, maybe to close up some of these gaps. First support we are looking at is at around 44,000 right here. If we get a retracement down here, right now the supply is limited. Right now the supply is down for Bitcoin. We've been covering the reasons why this is happening, and there's a lot of reasons. The Bitcoin halving is coming up, and then also we have had record inflows. So we just had the second largest week of inflows from the Bitcoin ETFs. So those are So the Bitcoin ETFs are another reason. Let's quickly go over this article. We're going to get further into the charts. We're also going to be taking a look at the altcoin market. Two key reasons why Bitcoin breached 65,000. Just going to go over some key points here, and we're going to get on to the analysis and the chart price analysis. The price of Bitcoin just blew past the 65,000 mark as market analysts point to two crucial catalysts impacting its price outlook. After breaking 60,000 resistance zone on February 28th for the first time since November 2021, many expected the price of Bitcoin to experience a mild correction. The opposite has happened as premier cryptocurrency recently printed its most bullish weekly candle, having increased its value $11,404 over the past week, as pointed out by crypto analyst Rachel. So we just took a look at this giant candle with that imbalance here. Here it is right here. They're pointing it out. Bitcoin just closed its greenest weekly candle ever. So we're seeing this near an all-time high right here, expecting a blow off of the top also. So that's another thing that we're looking for. We're going to look at when we get back to the charts. Bitcoin rally is catalyzed by two major trends, including spot Bitcoin ETF and the forthcoming halving event. And these two events might significantly shape the future for valuation of the coin. Spot Bitcoin ETF drives supply crunch. The spot Bitcoin ETF market has shifted the paradigm with respect to institutional adoption, with regulated avenue to buy Bitcoin ETF users. ETF issuers have stacked up more than 300,000 Bitcoin, with more projected to come shortly. Notably, BlackRock and Fidelity investments have dominated the scene. At the at the moment, at the moment, at the moment, as much as 10,000 Bitcoin is acquired by ETFs daily, compared to a total of 900 BTC mined per day, according to top analysts like legendary investor Sam Mao. The demand imbalance might push the price of Bitcoin to 1 million eventually. So everyone was wondering if the Bitcoin spot ETS price was going to be priced in, but there's no way to do that, as this is a source for Bitcoin to continue to grow as it's coming to worldwide adoption through these ETFs. Weighing in on its current outlook, SkyBridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci foresees a rapid acceleration for Bitcoin should the ETFs control 1.7 million coins, or 10% by the total supply. Excuse me. The Bitcoin halving, while the fourth most Bitcoin halving event is a possible phenomenon that independently shapes the bullish sentiment in the price of Bitcoin, it will serve as a major complement. While the forthcoming Bitcoin halving event is a positive phenomenon that independently shapes the bullish sentiment in the price of Bitcoin, it will serve as a major complement to the impact of spot Bitcoin ETFs in the long run. At the moment, the block reward for mining Bitcoin is pegged at 6.2 Bitcoin. When the halving occurs, this will reduce to 3.15, resulting in 4.50 Bitcoin mined per day instead of the current 900 Bitcoin. If the demand for Bitcoin from spot Bitcoin ETF issuers is sustained, it might fuel an increased surge if the price of the asset. At the moment, the retest of the past all-time high of 68,789 from its current price of 65,103.63 remains the key level watched by Bitcoin proponents in the short term. So we just looked at a possible distribution phase coming and bringing us down to here to get some more Bitcoin on the market, because the supply is low, but the demand is so high, and there's really no supply. This could have an adverse effect as we approach the all-time high. The other scenario that we're looking for is just to blow off the top here of Bitcoin, and we would see this as a top of a cup and handle formation. So this will be our cup, and we would be looking to drop a short handle and continue on using the all-time high as support with this momentum and volume going. So price action is showing us that there's a lot of momentum. But one thing I'm looking at here and comparing it to previous times when volume has surged, we are not seeing volume come through like we have previously. So maybe this will change in the near future. But this is kind of a little surprising to see this stagnant volume right here as we're reading, and it's saying that the volume is so high of people buying Bitcoin, but it's not really showing any really strong signs in volume at the moment. For the altcoin market, we did get our solid body break into the void here. So our next resistance for this is going to be at around 357 billion for the altcoin market if we're excluding the top 10. So this is the altcoin market minus the top 10. So we have nothing but clear grounds ahead until we get up here to 357 billion area up here for our next resistance, as we just blew right through this. Looking at the XRP chart on the weekly, you can see that we did, here again is our weekly bullish engulfing candle that got us up out of this triangle. But we were facing this resistance right here at around 63.5 cents. So we're looking for a weekly close above this. If this happens, so if we break this 65.5 cent resistance on XRP, then we'll have completed a double bottom here on the weekly time frame. So this could be massive for XRP. The next resistance we're going to be looking at, if this happens, is this most immediate resistance right here. As we're approaching 75 cents, our next major resistance would be here at around 85 cents. We also have a resistance right here at around 93 cents. The next resistance is at $1.21 on the week. So these are weekly resistances. And the next one is at 130 or $1.31 for XRP. Should we climb up out of this? Is this double bottom capable of producing that? I would say so. If Bitcoin continues to press forward past the all-time high, then I would say this could definitely be achieved for XRP. And honestly, kind of have a hunch. This is just a hunch. None of this is financial advice, obviously, just sharing a perspective here, but just a hunch. I'm kind of expecting XRP to start to make a move after Bitcoin makes its all-time high. So, will that happen? Only time will tell. Guys, if you have any questions or anything, make sure and come out and come over and check us out at Market Misfits Academy. Just want to take a quick look here at Dogecoin as we did our Shiba Inu alert came off. So we were looking for a pullback as we came to this resistance on the daily to come back down here to the support, but talk about imbalances. We did not get this, so we got a massive. So we never did get the pullback on Dogecoin. Instead, we blew right past this resistance, making this now our daily support. So, and the price is climbing. Let's take a closer look since we're sitting here at the chart and we're seeing meme coins blast off. Here we are on the daily, the 4 hour. It's looking like we could be breaking bullish out of a rising channel right here on Dogecoin. Let's go into the hour and see what's happening. So here you can still see our daily support. And we have broke up past that. So we have a break of structure right here for Dogecoin as we're approaching 18 cents. On back out to the weekly, our next target is going to be over here for Dogecoin at 29 cents. The way that we're seeing the volume kick up here, you can see the volume picking up. And then also we have this broadening gap in between our RSI and MA right here as we're leaving this fair value gap behind. So we're looking at taking profits at around 29 cents just before the psychological and technical resistance right here for Dogecoin. Next target is going to be 41 cents and then 64 cents, nearly 65 cents for Dogecoin. So like we talked about this earlier, it goes large caps, medium caps, small caps, meme coins. So now you can see that meme coins have finally started to really blast off since Bitcoin is starting to approach this all-time high. So expecting this kind of continue right here. Shiba Inu just hit our third target. Our next target is at 40 right before the psychological resistance right here. So right before the even number of 5 right here, 4 zeros and a 5. After that, our last target for our margin is 4 zeros, 8.4. So just before 8.5 for Shiba Inu as we are pressing up pretty fast here. Just going to take a quick look in on the smaller time frames. You can see we just left a reaccumulation phase and we're continuing to climb. On the 1 hour, we just hit this target, so that's what that alarm went off for. So if we pull back in, we'd be looking for buy positions at around 4023,164. Says this is our next support. So we're looking at Bitcoin coming up to 70,000. So we are long on Bitcoin right now. Just wanted to come and check on our prop firm challenge right now. If you're into funded trader, then they are migrating over to DX trades. Just FYI, we're keeping everyone posted in the starting point in our passive day trading model. We're getting close to halfway to our profit target, and this is one of these accounts where we can convert this into a live account at any time. One of the reasons why we took this position on Bitcoin is we do believe that we are going to go and spike the all-time high right now. We had a spring down here, kind of caught this late, but we were needing to push forward on this one as this one only lasts for a week for you to get to your close to your profit target to convert this into a live account. So, just kind of escalating this a little bit as we are in the profit. Would normally never take a position right here like this if this was not already in the profit and we had some cushioning here. Also would not be doing this probably if this was on a live account, but we were trying to press forward as we were running out of time for this challenge to convert it. Other challenges we treat differently. This one is a little bit more. This one's a little bit more lenient as we have not paid a dime yet for this account, but we can convert it at any time. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. That's going to do it for this one. Y'all have any questions, just come over and send us a message, drop a comment at Market Misfits Academy, and we will see y'all on the next one. See ya.